Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of My Panther Pride. Man, I can't believe it, Jesse. We're on episode 14.
I
It's
know
crazy, bro.
every single time when we're getting ready to start recording, you're like, "What episode is it?" And in my head, I'm like, 7, 8. You're like, "I think it's 14." And I go on YouTube. It's like, oh my, all right, okay.
Yeah, and that's not even mentioning the Inside the Hunt series.
Oh yeah, those don't even count. Those go toward their own.
Yeah.
We're
We got
moving
5
along.
over there, dude.
Regardless. Yeah.
This is number 19 altogether, if I'm mathing correctly.
Keep it rolling, man. Keep good times rolling.
And keep the good times rolling.
Can you see this? What I did?
Yeah, I can see it's lit up, and I know what it is.
You just can't see it. It's almost like it's too bright.
Oh, I
can
shut
the light off.
upside down. But he's got one of these little mini desk signs back there, and the base has a light on it.
It's not
We each got them whenever we got the light.
I'm there in spirit.
But yeah, I see it back there glowing. Yeah. It's glowing proud.
Proud. MPP proud.
Yes. But today we're going to break down the Arlington Renegades. What we kind of see is going to come up this year and talk about a little bit last year. Not too much about last year, maybe a little bit of stats and stuff on some players. But as you can see, it was a close game. I was there. That's the game I took all the kids to.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
You're invested. So, yeah, because you said that's where the card came from.
Yep.
Okay. I do remember that.
Game day moments.
Yeah.
Jake Bates card when he got the winning field goal.
That's a good one. Speaking of Jake Bates, you got.
I got out his jersey. Number 39.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean Arlington. I mean, what was their record last year?
3-7.
3-7. Yeah.
Which, like we said about DC and some other teams, like they were just a few bad plays away from being, who knows, 4-6, 5-5, maybe even 6-4. You know,
with short league, anything can lean it one way, or lean it another way. So
they had a lot
as well
last year, just like we were talking about on last week's episode.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the best thing about Arlington is their color.
that powder baby blue and black.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do like
cool colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I know earlier in the season there was the debate about the bandit or the R logo or whatever it is.
The D, the R, the yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah, no, it's an amalgamation. They didn't make it its own logo,
Right. They need to go back to the bandit. Even the fan base agrees.
They do, man. Especially with that red. Was it the red eye or the red? Yeah, his eye was red or something. That was dope.
Yeah.
Well, you can't talk Arlington without talking the King of Spring.
Luis Perez, the King of Spring.
Yes, sir.
He actually announced on Around the UFL that he's writing a book.
Yeah, yep. I did see that. Yep. That's pretty. Which, I mean, I'm not super up to date about his entire story, but I know, he didn't play football. He wasn't like a football guy in high school, I think, and at all. He started in college, and when he learned by literally just watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, from what I understand, he taught himself how to play quarterback between like high school and college, and he started in college.
Yeah,
and then after college, he's been in spring ball for a while now. That's why they call him the King of Spring.
Yeah, which I want people to kind of wrap their heads around that for a second. Going back on the YouTube thing, when I Google YouTube, it's like, where's the bolt I need to replace, my brake, or which, random questions that you don't have anymore.
This man taught himself to be a professional quarterback
on the internet. Is that not crazy?
No, that
So
is crazy, and that'd be one of the reasons I'd buy his book. Is like I want to hear that story, like
you want to hear the
from
story
him.
and coming from the horse's mouth, man. Like teaching, it's such a cerebral position to have the wherewithal to do it yourself, and just I don't know, man, the stick to itiveness
To
to
make this
gather
happen,
that much information. It's wild.
right?
But yeah, I mean, what he played for the Rams. He was with the Lions. I don't know. He was in a Lions uniform at one point. I don't know how long it was, but and then what he got traded mid-season to the Renegades, right? Or maybe before the season, or
Yeah, right before March 23.
oh, okay, yep, there you go.
Yep.
It's just a
and
journeyman.
then
He was the AAF days, and
then in 2023 he won that championship too with the XFL.
the king of spring, man.
Yeah,
he needs to go on a media tour around, to the cities, just having he needs to single-handedly draw more fans to every city.
right. I'm Luis Perez, and I'm the king of spring.
Yeah,
that's why you need to watch spring ball, people.
I wonder how much that king of spring is haunting him now that everybody's in Arlington.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they were all in Arlington last year, but like we said, with this new facility, we don't know exactly how everything's going to be set up. And
was he? Yeah, I guess he was the king of spring last time too. That's true. But anyways, we haven't really talked about. I don't think we've touched on that they're there now, right? Didn't they report?
Oh no. Yeah, I've been talking to a couple of the players, and they're slowly starting to get to camp and everything like that.
I know. Yeah, I know the coaches. The coaches.
The coaches have been there since I think last week,
okay.
But the players are getting there this week. I think they'll all be there by this comes out on Friday, so they should all be there by today.
Okay. As we're recording this Wednesday night.
Right.
Yeah, I saw Ryan. I think Ryan posted it. He took Cole to go see like his family or something on the way.
Yep.
So they're partnering up, and they're all making the migration. So.
Yep. Cole's driving in the car behind Ryan.
Oh, they're both.
Ryan's one of the people I talked to.
Caravanning it out. I like it. Smart. All right. Well, outside of the King of Spring for Arlington, they got head coach Bob Stoops, longtime Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was at what would we say, like 17 years at Oklahoma or 16 years at Oklahoma?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
But he had a crazy record. He was like 191 and like 73.
Yeah, I mean he's a coach that you want to coach or you want to play for. He's got the guy. He's got the guys galvanized regardless of record. I feel, which is kind of rare. A lot of times in that situation, you see like I don't know, people losing faith, but I don't really see that. Granted, it is we're at a young stage right now, but still.
Right. And I mean, competition was pretty stiff last year for the most part. I mean, at week 6 about here, there was a clear definition of like who you could expect to be facing off in the championship, the top 4 teams in the league.
Right.
Who was going to be in the conference championship games.
Yeah. And
by like week 6, week 7, you definitely knew who that was going to be.
Yeah, and then we face them week 6, and it's decided by, the GOAT Bates's foot. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, if it wasn't for our offense putting him in that good position.
So. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean that he single-handedly did.
Oh, no. I mean, it was definitely a group effort. I mean, it was a team effort on all 3 levels, special teams, offense, and defense. They all did their thing. But like
Well, I mean,
Arlington definitely gets like a bad rap. Like they didn't do well last year. They kind of got off to a slow start, and I feel like they're gonna come out with something to prove this year. I think they're gonna, you know, they're a little angry. Those
I
that
think,
are returning anyway.
yeah, I think you're right. They're locked and loaded with who they had, and then they've just again revamped a lot of their whole team, really.
Right. I mean, you ready for me to pull that up? We can show that.
Yeah, might as well, man.
Yeah. So, thanks Nick Thorne of PFN. This guy has put in countless hours in his free time. He doesn't get paid for that, and he makes this spreadsheet that just is completely up to date. Everything UFL with signings and projected depth charts and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can see, their offensive core, it's there, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, they look at they got 4 returning wide receivers, and they added 3 more.
Yeah, and then it was just announced that Sal Canella's coming back.
Yeah,
Like I think that was something that every Renegades fan was waiting for impatiently.
that's what I was very impatiently. So
And then
yeah,
you look here, like you mentioned earlier, this offensive line, complete overhaul. But a lot of these guys are ex NFL, like they were in the NFL.
not some of them. Every single one of them have been on or competing to get on an NFL starting roster. So they all, even their draft picks, have had stints in the NFL leading up to here. So, I mean, that's no wonder why they, I don't want to say, talk bad about their line last year, but you got to protect your boy, and what better way than people with experience at the highest level.
Right.
So,
yeah, so it's gonna be this season. It's I feel like it's really hard to tell to like. I know a couple other sites or groups have like put out their power rankings and stuff like that, but it's real hard right now. It's a shot in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Birmingham, of course, you got to put them at number 1.
yeah.
They're 2 times champions. I know I've said it over and over again, and everybody's probably saying I'm beating it to death, but with Michigan having so many returning players, I feel like that's going to have such a clear-cut advantage. Like chemistry-wise, like these guys already know each other. They know what the plan of attack is.
Yeah.
They know what they got to do. They know what the mission is. It's time to get to work. It's time to start putting in the work and just doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you literally have to put the product on the field. That's all there is to it.
Right.
I mean, here we forgot to touch on Mr. Luis Perez.
Oh yeah,
so I wanted to
stats.
throw these up before we move on to the defensive side of the ball. So I mean, the man is they call him Spring King for a reason. So I mean, he led the league in touchdown passes, passing yards. He was even 15th with 16 rushing yards. So or 49th, sorry, with 16 rushing yards. So he's got a great resume, longevity, and then just from this first year of the UFL itself, I mean, he's
2,000 yards in a 10-game season.
Mm-hmm. 2,300, man.
Yeah, over 2,000 yards in a 10-game season. That's
now imagine you throw a solid offensive line who's granted we'll see, but projectedly, I mean, I think it should look pretty good.
Yeah, and that offensive line, if they can be productive, then that can open up the run game for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Day.
Yeah. I don't think they had a very effective run game last year.
Mm-mm. They were relying on a lot of gadget plays, and like that's why you've seen like the flips and stuff like that, which worked. And you got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers one way or another. But everybody wants a traditional run game. No matter what kind of scheme you're running, you want to effectively run the ball to establish a line of scrimmage. That's just how you're gonna win games.
Right.
Well,
in the team.
yeah, as we you alluded to, we definitely have an overhauled defense. Except, well, at least if we talk about projected starters,
Right.
Let me zoom in on this so we can see a bit. So, I mean, their almost entire D line, everybody's kind of again dumped back. Well, I also wanted to touch on when you were talking about Nick. This is the most accurate we have heading into the training camp that we're gonna get. At this point, might as well chalk it up to this, and minus competition, moves. So it's nice to see what they're heading into and see what comes out of, at least from this perspective, to what we finally see coming out of camp.
And the thing about this is, like, as soon as news hits, within, I would say, probably an hour, this is updated. Like,
the man's a wizard, man.
Yeah, he pours a lot of time and effort. Like, thanks again, Nick Thorne, and all you guys at PFN, the UFL, Michigan Panthers, for letting us do this and cover the players and everything that we've done so far.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no kidding. Thank everyone,
yeah.
Especially the guy. Yeah, PFN. Bottom. Everybody who's helped us out has spent nothing but
Right,
helpful.
yeah. The bottom line guys, AFN, PFN. Like,
obviously,
if you guys don't know who those guys are, you guys definitely need to look them up.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Football Newsroom, Alternative Football Network.
I like that they have PF Newsroom too, so you can just do pfnewsroom.com or PF Newsroom.
And then
I'm lazy.
The bottom line, they're on all the social media networks. So,
yes, sir. Those are really the guys we're most active with. That's for sure.
Yeah, the groups we're most active with, and then Horns Forward and Viking Wax Press and Rick 8-Bit. They're all part of AFN. They've really been helping push our stuff.
Yeah, and what was it? That Lions podcast. Who are those?
Boss Up and Ball Out.
Yeah, I could think it's Bust Up. I'm like, that's not right. I'm not even gonna say anything.
Bossed Up, Ball Out. That's Kurt Steele, Coach Mike Jones, and LL Cool Torrance. Those guys, they're three guys. They're big Lions fans. They get together and they just have like an organic debate about what's going on with the Lions, and who they think is being productive and who isn't.
Oh yeah. All right, well, let's get back to this defense, man. We started. Listen, everybody, everybody who's been supportive. Thank you, everyone.
Right. Yeah, we kind of got off on a tangent and plugged everybody in there, but it needed to be done. Like, I feel like we've been lacking on that a little bit, but thank you, everybody. And James Larson, that guy, he's a whiz. He's another one that pours his life into this.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. That Bob Stu. Yeah, we'll pull it up later. But yeah, he's very, very thorough, that guy.
Yeah, and like this is his life. Like he writes all the article, like most of the articles that we read. We're always reposting that. Anytime we get a chance to repost anything from James Larson, we know it's official, true, and correct.
Right.
So he's a good source to have.
He's the number one insider, man. He's got to be. Like Zach said, he's who else?
Yeah, it's James Larson. If you think of like people that deliver news in the spring football zone, he's number one.
Agreed. All right. Well, do you recognize this name?
Brady Breeze?
Yeah. He had a stint with the Lions.
He did.
I know he's little listed on there, but yeah, he had playing time on the Lions. Marquise Greenwood. Stint with
and like we were saying, look, they have depth that's 7 and 3 different positions or 2 different positions and 8.
Edge, you got like your NASCAR package and stuff, so that is. But yeah, look at you, they're on the outside, they're wide receivers and their cornerbacks. They're going in heavy. You got 64 on the roster, so they are. It's going to be brutal out there.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, another team, man. I feel like I'm getting redundant when we keep saying this, but they're gonna have to we're gonna have to see what comes out of it. Watch the cream rise to the top, and then we'll have something to analyze afterwards. But right now, with like 13 people about to take off, who's it gonna be? It could be the people who've been there. It could be the new guys. It could even the draft picks might not make it. Who knows?
Yeah, and it's exciting. It's like 32, 33 days until season 2 actually kicks off down there and at TD-ECU Stadium with the Roughnecks and Battlehawks.
Yes, sir. It's heating up, man. I feel like it was just, I don't know, January or even last season with it happening. It feels like it comes around so fast.
Yeah, lots happened in the last year.
Oh yeah. And then the weather's about to start picking up. So we had that. It's almost 60 degrees yesterday, man.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. Maybe not up here. I think it got like 40 up here. 40, 45.
In Detroit, it was like 50, 56, almost 57. It was nice.
Yeah.
I was out there in a t-shirt. It's beautiful.
Not quite. Not here yet. I was leaving my my dock doors open and stuff at work today.
Oh, God. It's so just because the wind isn't burning your face, it feels so good.
Yeah. that makes a huge difference.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, you want to touch on your family endeavor here?
Well, yeah. So Caleb Van Der Esch, he's a different relative. We have the same last name. I've done my homework, and like I said, he's a distant relative, but he's started a new entrepreneurial thing.
Endeavor.
He got into the sports drink and hydration business because he always had an issue with cramping, I guess.
Well, who? First of all, say who he is and why he pertains outside of family.
Oh, I didn't say that he was a renegade.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, he was an Arlington Renegade in 2023 and 2024. He was with them when they won the championship. But yeah, he's moved on. Kind of started more of his professional career, as you can see. This is his website. We got some here.
Mm-hmm. I was drinking it before we went to the Red Wings game the other day.
Yep. And then I took some to Abel at his basketball game yesterday, and he opened it and he just like slammed it.
Needed it.
Oh yeah, he was out there most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But back to this, like it says, sports drinks that don't suck. And they kind of have a catchy slogan. It's a sports drink built by label readers for label readers.
I like that.
But pretty much it offers more electrolytes than it has a graph down here than other leading sports drinks, and it's scientifically based to help you rehydrate faster
using honey.
And,
Hence Beyond, if you didn't catch that. Yeah.
Right. And all natural ingredients. So it's pretty exciting.
I think how many there was I want to say 7. There was 6 or 7 ingredients in the whole thing. Very, very limited.
Yeah, water, honey, lemon juice, sea salt, potassium, magnesium, and monk fruit extract.
So 7. Okay. I was wrong. Dang. I can't believe I remembered that. I'm a label reader, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a label reader. Me, not so much. I would have known that if I was a label reader. I got it to support them and check it out and, help Abel and the kids with their sports. See,
Scroll back up to the top so people can see that one more time. That bottle. Beyond. Is the website just beyond.com or is it like
It's drinkbeyond.com.
drinkbeyond.com? Okay.
Yep. They have another little catchy thing. It says join the hive.
And it's drink, DR, common spelling drink, BEEON, right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
drink beyond, all one word.
All right.
.com.
All right, cool.
But,
heck yeah, I mean, I liked it. My girlfriend didn't care
too.
for it, but she doesn't really like honey like that. But I mean, I eat like honey sticks and stuff like that. So definitely up my alley.
Yeah, I like it too. I actually had a couple truck drivers that lived in St. Clair.
Yeah.
And they have a honey farm, or they like farm bees and honey. And they gave me this big jar of honey that I've had for like 3 years that I pretty much just use on Christmas for the ham.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I go through a lot of honey. We drink a lot of tea at my house. Like I got a nice teapot, and so I'm always using honey. But I always get locally sourced honey. So Michigan, try to get stuff around here. But yeah, honey's a big thing, especially if it's got the comb. If I can find local combs like with the honey.
Ooh, that's the good stuff.
Like the plates of them. Just so good. All right, enough about honey.
That's enough about honey.
So yeah, in other news, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be yesterday, but now it is tomorrow. Single game tickets are I'm glad I made that so confusing for everybody.
Just a little bit.
Single game. So as of the 27th of February, we'll say that single game tickets are on sale. So that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, we've had ours for a while, but now they're going out to the public. Everybody's going to start seeing them. I feel like that's when the word really gets out. Nobody really takes. I mean, I feel like mass emails for recruiting people to be season ticket holders aren't very. People don't open them very often.
Right, and like a lot of people aren't just going to invest and sign themselves up for 5 weeks of football,
right,
in the middle of spring, heading into summer.
Yeah,
and a lot of, like we've talked about, a lot of people just don't know. And once they build that fan base and we have that good core fan base, we'll start selling more season tickets.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I just want to start getting up there in the tickets at Ford Field and in the attendance.
Oh yeah.
What's the max attendance? Like, what's the record? Do you know? For the
44K at St. Louis, I believe.
They show out. That's
crazy.
I mean,
they were literally giving the NFL the finger.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna do this for spring ball. 44K, and then they hosted the championship there in St. Louis, and not very many people showed up. It was only like 10K or something like that.
Really? Because it wasn't for their team.
Or hold on. There was an article that came out this year that said it was 10K, but other places were saying it was like 22 or 27. Something like that.
Some unknown number.
Yeah. But it was underwhelming for as much as like they showed out the rest of the season.
Right.
And then their team lost in the conference championship. I mean, I kind of get it. Not everybody's going to show up, but it seemed like the Battlehawk fans were talking a lot of smack about being the best fans and showing up. And then they didn't show up.
When it counted, call was not the law.
Sit at home.
What's up?
They said they're going to sit at home.
Yeah.
They got other things to do.
Well, with the tickets going on sale, you want to?
Yeah. And like you said, in lieu of single game tickets going on sale, we're going to push for 200 subscribers and we're going to give away 2 tickets. So Jesse and I will buy the tickets, and we'll send them to you. We'll figure out how we're going to do the giveaway. As of right now, if we're going to do like a comment thing below, and we'll throw you in the wheel, or how we're going to do it. But we have until we hit 200 subscribers. Once we hit 200 subscribers, we'll put out a special video with the rules of the contest and how you can enter, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. And I mean, we could do, because we got the group, so we could do the group or the season tickets, but we'll figure that out later. But yeah, so
Right.
2 tickets, 1 ticket per 100 subscribers. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're at 115 now, so that's 85 subscribers. We're pushing for 85 subscribers. Once we hit that 200 mark.
You said that's what, 40 something days away, right?
Well, UFO kickoff, what I say is I think 32 days away now.
Yeah.
And then I think it's 42 or 43 days until the Brahmas game when we got the event thing going on. Okay. So we'll figure it out.
We got time.
Yeah, we got time. We can either do tickets with us in the group event, or just 2 tickets to the game, or 2 tickets to a different game. So we can figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, maybe the schedule doesn't line up with who we pick or something, but to be determined at a later date. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty good push incentive for us. I mean, especially because we're doing the group, so it'd be cool. Whoever it is, obviously they're a subscriber, so they can just come on over to the game,
hang out with us, And if you choose a different game, we'll try to get you a ticket in our section, which we're calling the Pride Lands.
The Pride Lands.
Yeah, section 131, the Pride Lands.
Yes, sir.
Come check us out.
We'll be down there. We got first game. We just gotta let the players know. Let Devin know when he comes up. Devin, Ryan, just spread the word. This is the Pride Lands. Tell him to come over.
No, we'll just get a sign and we'll tape it. Since we're the kids are going to be in row 1, we'll just have it on the wall right there.
That's perfect.
As a banner.
Yep.
It'll be. I better get on TV.
The Pride Lands. All right. Well, this is a little longer than I thought. I thought we were going to zoom through this, but we have more to talk about than I had anticipated. So, I mean, do you got anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's good. Like we said, 200 subscriber giveaway. Tell your friends. Let's get there. It's a real push. I know we're a small channel. Like I said, we're almost trying to double our numbers here in a short amount of time. But I think we kind of proven we have the content to do it, guys.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
we have more players lined up for interviews that we're working on, and we're working on some other things behind the scenes. So
in chats with the team, trying to get more info out there. We did totally biff on this. So the Renegades and the Panthers, they play in Arlington on May 10th at 1 p.m. and that'll be on Fox.
Yeah, that's a game I will not be making it to.
No. No, sir. We'll be probably watching that one together.
Yeah. So while we're on air, let me get your feelings. How do you want to do the away games? Do we want to stream them like on a different screen so we watch them and put something up on the screen that has the score, maybe the play-by-play, and
I think
kind of do our reactions, or we just do like a show afterwards?
I think I have 2 schools of thought here. 1, we got to see if anybody's going to watch. 2,
leave that down in the comments below if that's something you guys would be interested in on the away games. Watching Brian and Jesse's reactions. 2,
if I'm at home, I like to partake in some alcoholic beverages while I would like to be, if we did it like at a couch and just had it like at us just watching the game, and then had it, something like that, and we could update like numbers and stuff as we go. Yeah. Something like that. But I don't know if I want to be like chilling right here watching the game. It's hard to get hype when we're, sitting in the studio. So to be determined, but I'm open to it.
Right. If that's something that people want, We'll talk about it, but it's an option. It's out there.
Yeah.
Figured we'd get it out there and let the people let us know what they think before the season starts.
Yeah, we do a post day follow up.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, but all right, man. I think we're ready to wrap this puppy up.
All right. Yeah. As always, follow us on all the socials. I'm not going to throw the thing up because everything's My Panther Pride, people. It's not that hard to find us. I don't think, X, Instagram, TikTok.
It's right below you.
Everything. Yeah. My Panther Pride.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. You see us drinking our W all the time. We're firm believers in it. It's replaced my morning coffee. I don't even drink coffee in the morning.
That's sitting right next to my W. You saw the picture I sent you today. It's literally right next to my computer at work.
Mm-hmm. If it's not next to my computer, it's in my cup holder on my forklift.
Actually, my buddy Pat, my coworker Pat, I gave him some like 2 days in a row, and now he's like, "Man, I'm gonna have to order some of that now."
Yeah. By the way, use code MPP10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was just like, "Let me know, we'll buy it here, and you can use my code, man."
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
But I think that's it, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
And as always, Panther fans, let's hunt.
Let's hunt, man.